Going on? Who do we got on here? Is there anybody out there? What's going on? So I am on the road right now. I got about a 4-hour drive ahead of me. Got a meeting tomorrow morning about 8:30 with a different business, so kind of irrelevant. But just driving down the highway, and figured I would hop on here and vent about employee issues. And it's not the employees that I currently have, because the guys that I've got working for me now are absolutely, well, hello, is this Mike or Courtney? What's going on, Rick? Anyway, I have been trying to hire more employees for probably the last month. I have run ads on the Indeed website, which has brought me a tremendous amount of um, applicants with very few solid uh, folks that have turned out to be employees. In fact, all the lead men for my landscaping business. What's up, Ryan? Hope you're doing well. And my pressure washing guys actually all came from Indeed. So, you know, I have kind of a bad taste in my mouth for that website, just because there's such an influx of unqualified people that just fill out, hey, how are you, Courtney? Who fill out a bunch of, um, you know, they say they've got experience doing this, they say they've got experience doing that, and you look at their resume. What's going on, Willie? Doing good. Hope you are too. And they never have the experience they say they have. You know, I have hired, I have spoken to 6 individuals over the past 2 weeks. 6 confirmed employment, gave them a start date, gave them a start time. 4 never showed up, didn't call, didn't return my call, didn't return a text. Unbelievable. The other 2, one of them, and this is for my landscape maintenance business. I'm all set with pressure washing right now. Got some amazing folks that just are probably no, not probably, the best that I've ever had. Anyway, so this is for the landscape maintenance business, and I pay these guys well. It is landscape maintenance, so you know it is what it is. But like, we're paying what they want minimum wage to be, and these folks would rather sit home, I guess, and collect unemployment. Oh, that's great, Ryan. Um, about time to get off that truck, start doing something else. And so the one guy shows up. He's doing a house that's several doors down from my house, so it was convenient. I grabbed my coffee. I walked down the sidewalk, and I'm watching. This guy is blowing, and he has no idea who I am. I've not met him. I've talked with him on the phone and through text messages. Blowing grass. Absolutely, it's tough right now. He's blowing grass all over the street, right? And these aren't, you know, this is a nice neighborhood. These houses are $500,000, $600,000 house, and they don't want grass blown in their street. So as I get a little closer and I'm about to start coaching him on, you know, how we do things, I look down at the edges, and it's the biggest butcher job I've ever seen. I mean, it looked like my 10-year-old daughter did it after she'd been drinking. Now she doesn't drink, but that's what it looked like. And so I pulled my foreman over and I point out and explain to him, you know, that he needs to stay on top of this and make sure that, you know, we've got everybody. He's like, oh no, he told me he knew exactly what to do. Well, later he tells me he didn't even know how to start the edger, didn't know how to turn off the string trimmer, but he had immense amounts of experience. per his resume and what he told me. So I gave him the benefit of the I knew what you meant. I gave him the benefit of the doubt, let him come back the next day because I've been having trouble finding people, and this guy showed up. And that's a pretty horrible qualification. You show up. No, you need to be good. And so, 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 long story short, the next day, can't remember, I was driving. I think I was at the grocery store. I'm driving back. My lead guy on that truck calls and says, hey, man, where are you at? It's like, coming back from the grocery store. He's like, we're at this address. Can you stop by? That's never a good thing. And I'm like, okay, man, I'm on my way. What's up? He's like, I just don't know how to fix this. I don't know how to fix this. So I pull up, beautiful house, very picky customer, circular driveway, and my lead guy, my foreman, whatever you want to call him, is standing there, and he's just staring down at the edging. And between the concrete and the grass, like, it's easy to, if it was a natural bed and you're using a string trimmer, maybe, if you know have never done it, then it's very difficult. This was not difficult. This was a very easy, hard edged with a edger. So, but he apparently somehow got into the grass like 2 inches and just completely tore it up. My guy tried to fix it with a string, just multiple things. We ended up just basically kicking the grass back to try to minimize what it was, because when that homeowner came home, he was going to flip out. Fortunately, we fixed it well enough to where it's not that noticeable. But, I turned around and told the guy, like, you're done. Time to pack up, call your ride, because he ain't working for me anymore. And he just looked at me and said, I knew that was coming. So that was that guy. So then I hire a second guy. This guy has got 25 years of experience. He ran his own business. He did this, he did that. And, I think he was a retired guy. Long story short, shows up, does outstanding, talks the talk, walks the walk, moving good. An older guy, which is nice, got something to work for, not, a young kid that gets taken care of, whatever. So he does great the first day. Next morning, about 6:30 a.m., I get up early, right? I'm ready. I'm in my office doing what I do and drinking my coffee, enjoying the morning peace. I've got 4 kids, so it's always a nice, quiet time. And I get a text message. The text message at 6:30 in the morning is never a good text message. Never. And it's from the new employee. Second day. Hey, I'm going to have to not come in today because I've got an appointment at the vet for my dog. Got an appointment for your dog at the vet, and you're telling me at 6:30 a.m. on your second day of work. It's not a good start. It's not a good start. So I say, you know what? I've got dogs. I've got probably the cutest dogs in the history of dogs. Millie and Milo. A tender heart. I'm like, okay, man, take care of that dog. He said that he had the appointment for like 2 months. He forgot about it. Got this job, was excited. Okay, I buy it. On the first day, he also asked if I could pay him for the day so he could have money to get to work the next day, which is fine. I did it. But what I did was I Venmo'd him. He couldn't figure out Venmo. So he's like, man, can you just PayPal me? Because I know how that works. So I PayPal'd him twice. Okay, 8 hours worth of pay, or 16 hours worth of pay. And so he got paid twice. He's got, next day he comes, or he doesn't come in the second day because of the dog. Third day comes in. So I let him come back, A, because I benefit of the doubt with the dog. B, I paid him for 2 days. On his third day, he said he can't come in because he didn't have the money to pay the vet for the medicine for the dog. And he has the money now because I paid him twice. And he needs to go get the medicine from the vet, so he can't come into work. I don't know what kind of vet he has, but like, it doesn't take all day. So I just told him thanks for nothing. Good luck with your next job. But that's not a great way to start out. It's unbelievable. This morning, I talked to this guy. Sounded amazing. Resume, impressive. Talked to him on the phone. Not your typical lawn care employee. And guess what? I mean, I set him up on the app so he can, see the work orders for the day. So he can do his time, clock in and clock out. We can track it. All this, got him all set up. I know that he's a 2XL shirt because we're getting new shirts from FinPrint for the landscape business, which I'm really excited about. And dude doesn't show up. One of the guys is waiting for him at the yard. Calls me. He's like, "Am I meeting him here?" Yeah. I look at my clock. It's 8:05. Dude's not there. I tell him to leave. I call the guy. Goes straight to voicemail. Send him a text. Are you serious? No show, no call, no return, nothing. Just, it's unbelievable. Do any of you guys have employee issues? How many employees do you have? I'm curious about that. Oh, and just as a kicker, I did hire one who is awesome, nice kid, has got experience, hard worker, but on the second day he asked, "Hey, can I take tomorrow off?" No. If you take tomorrow off, it's going to be your last day. Like, you got to start on the right foot. Hiring employees is very tough. Finding the right employees is very tough. And when you do find them, you have to take care of them. So, anybody out there have employees? Employee issue. Fired Mike? Yeah, exactly right. And one of the things that we're going to be doing in this course that we're working on right now. I don't know if you've watched the other videos or saw that video that I put out on the free pump. We're giving away a free soft wash pump. So if you want to win a free soft wash pump, it's a 5.5 gallon per minute Everflow soft wash pump. Definitely go, and it's not on the thing right now because it's in the car, but go to one of the other videos, recent videos, and there will be a link. That stinks, man. I thought maybe she fired you or you fired her. But there's a link on one of the other videos. There'll be one later when I, get to a last. Enter to win. All you got to do is enter your email address. It'll enter you, give you the opportunity to like us on Instagram, on Facebook, on other stuff to get more entries. So it's pretty cool. And you have the opportunity to win a 5.5 gallon per minute soft wash pump. Maybe it's something you need. Maybe it's something you'd like to have on the shelf for a backup. But definitely go over there and enter to win. I apologize. I think it went dead. I'm in the middle of Nowhereville, Georgia, just driving down the road. Regardless, what I was saying is we are putting on or we're putting together a course right now, which is basically going to be putting all of my knowledge, all of my, I don't want to say wisdom, but my experience over the past 2 decades into a complex yet refined and well thought out curriculum that is going to allow folks to just jump over a tremendous hurdle in the learning curve and get my systems, my methodology, and the way that I run my business in a consolidated curriculum, which is going to be pretty awesome. I'm working with Aaron Parker from Aaron's Lean and Mean Academy, and if you're not familiar with him, which I'm sure you are, he's an impressive marketing mind and salesman. And then Justin from Forever Self-Employed, and he's also one of those guys that has just got that entrepreneurial spirit, not afraid to take chances, not afraid to take risks. He's going to go out, he's going to try things, and they put out a course before called Local Domination, which was really kind of a starter kit for getting into the pressure washing business, kind of the nuts and bolts of it. And their thing was 0 to 7K in I can't remember if it was 3 months or whatever, but they have done tremendously well. The feedback that they got and are still getting from the guys and girls that have bought their course has just been unbelievably positive. And because of that, it kind of gave me the idea and I never thought about doing anything like this before, but those two have, they've kind of got it down and thought that it would be a great next.
All right, had a little technical difficulty there, but we are back on. I am not sure who is still on here. Just got a couple. Everyone jumped off when I went dead. Who do we got on here? Anybody new on here? Anyway, real quick, what I was saying is we have a new course that's going to be coming out relatively soon. Aaron Parker from Lean and Mean Academy, Justin from Forever Self-Employed, and myself are working together to basically, hey Martin, getting together, and we're putting together basically all of my systems, all of my methodology, kind of my mindset on running a pressure washing business. One of the things that I've really not talked a whole lot about is I've never actually been on the truck. I've never been behind the wand. I've always run the businesses from my office, and I have developed systems and ways to communicate with customers that I think is pretty different, and it's served us very well. And with that being said, we've consolidated all of that 2 decades worth of running a business into a pretty value-packed course. So we'll be dropping that soon. If that's of interest for you, shoot me an email, or you can even go over to the link on our last video that we put up, and it is we're giving away a soft wash pump, but the way you enter is you enter your email, so it gives you the chance to win a 5.5 gallon per minute soft wash pump, and lets me know you're interested in the course. Good. So I was complaining about employees. Right now we're looking for lawn care employees for my landscape maintenance business. It's that busy time of year. Everything down in the south is green now. It's growing like crazy, so we definitely need to find good people. We scale back in the fall and winter simply because everything goes dormant here. So it's really, we keep all of our customers because of the way our contracts are set up. But we only visit them twice per month as opposed to weekly like we do. That's awesome, man. Thank you. Where are you from, Raging Cajun? I can guess. And so yeah, finding employees has proven to be very difficult. We're also in the process of building a new pressure washing trailer, and I will be needing to hire an additional person for that. And that is a completely different can of worms. Orlando, come on, man. Name's deceptive. Tons of guys down in Orlando. That is a saturated market, but in my opinion, that makes no difference, because in my opinion, I don't have any competition. I do me. I do what works for me. Got it. I figured as much. And I run my business, for my family. And because of that, it's completely irrelevant what everybody else does. That is awesome. Yeah, and my point exactly. It is Claremont. Where is that? I'm not familiar with that area. Very, the most saturated markets. You can still make a tremendous living if you do right by your customers. Okay, I always ask folks, what kind of things either on these lives or videos. Carlos, love to get your input on the things that you want to hear, the value that we can provide in these videos. I've been crazy busy, so really haven't had a ton of opportunity to put out too much recently. Sometimes I think just hopping on these and talking to folks does pretty good. So if anybody has any questions, probably more so on the business side, the marketing side, the sales side. Now, obviously, I know the equipment. I build our trailers. I work on them. Know the chemicals, of course. But it's one of those things. I think it's the system side and the business side. Oh my goodness, that is exciting. What did you get? Oops, sorry. R&R, what are you getting from them? Trailer or a skid? Yeah, that's like Christmas, man. You're like a kid waiting for Christmas Day. Cody was just saying the other day that they're doing, I guess it must be that week that you're going down there. They've got like some tremendous amount, like 25 skids and trailers, or it might not be like that, but some immense amount of skids that are going out. Excuse my finger. I am driving about 4 hours today. I'm not going to stay on the entire time. I've got a meeting with a different business that I'm involved with, about 4 hours away. Got a meeting tomorrow morning at 8:30, so figured I would hop on here, and I just realized my GPS wasn't on, and I'm getting close. Skid mount, I just bought an aluminum trailer last night. Oh man, that's exciting. That's awesome. Window cleaner, Idaho. Make sure that you sign up for that 5.5 gallon per minute soft wash pump. That way we got your email address, and we can contact you when that course drops. What aluminum trailer did you get? Did you get single axle? There we go. All right, I got my other phone programmed with the GPS. 3 hours and 14 minutes. That's not bad. Okay, I thought I missed my exit, but I did not. Okay, if I missed it, you bought a skid, you got an aluminum trailer, that is going to look sharp. Where'd you find the aluminum trailer? All right, let's do a roll call real quick. Who's on here right now so I know who I'm talking with? Nice. Where'd you stay? Yeah, Savannah is a destination spot for sure. Wonderful place to live. Wonderful place to own a pressure washing business. There is mold and mildew everywhere, every year. That is what is so great about this type of business, is it's a repeatable business. Single by 6x10, I bought it used and spent $1,000. Oh, that's great. Oh, Savannah Onana, Allie, how are you? How was school today, Allie? Gotcha. Yeah, I mean, I'm on cellular. Good, and subscribed and ready. Thanks for everything. So nice. Isaac, yeah, the course, I genuinely believe that this course is going to help change a lot of folks' lives. I'm sure it was, Allie. Because I'm going to show you things that I don't think are commonly done, strategies that I've refined over a long period of time that are going to be beneficial, and it should be pretty cool. I'm excited. We did another segment today on lead generation and the way that we do it. So yeah, gonna have some real value. I like it, or I like it. What's up, Truth Seeker? I knew you were here. All right, so now that we've got some more people on, I was having technical issues and I apologize. What are some of the topics you want to hear me talk about? Is there anybody in the industry that you think we should do, like I should bring on the channel and talk with? Is there any, who would you like to see? I've gotten to know quite a few folks, so I think that most would be happy to come on. Scott over at Scott Cleans It, he does an amazing show. In fact, definitely check him out tonight. He does a live podcast every Tuesday at 8 p.m. Eastern. And tonight he has got, forget the guy's name, very smart, runs a equipment company, parts and stuff. First name is Michael, can't remember the last name, but know who he is, know the business, just can't remember it. So what are we thinking on content? What would you guys like to hear about? What would you guys like to see? Any topics? That is the one, Mike Hinderleiter. Thank you, Rick. Yeah, and I think he's got a super established distribution business. Yeah, Scott's, I joke with Scott every time I watch his podcast and tell him, like, you're a regular Phil Donahue, or you're a regular, Geraldo Rivera. He does such a great job interviewing and getting great info out of folks. It's really a great forum in Dallas. Yeah, I think his dad started that business many years ago, and he's followed in the family tradition and continued to grow that business. And from what I understand, it's a very, very impressive operation. All right, topic. How long have you been in the pressure washing business? Just put it up there on the screen. I'm interested in this. Okay. That is probably the largest part of this course that we're putting out. And it is going to hopefully change the way a lot of people interact, because what you just talked about, 5 years, nice, 5 months, big, but how you're right. Lead generation is so important, because if you can't generate the leads, 7 years, nice, 2 years, good. If you can't generate leads, the phone's not going to ring, and it doesn't matter how you answer the phone. So the first step is lead generation. How do you get that phone to ring? How do you get people to interact with whatever systems you've got out there to capture customer data? Then, exactly right. What do you do once that phone rings? How do you close? Are you going and doing in-person quotes? Are you dedicating a day and all that time to do that type of thing? Are you doing it in between jobs? Those are all things, how are you doing these quotes? What do you say to the customer? How do you upsell? How do you cross-sell? And those are all things that we're working on and going to put in this course, and it is awesome. There was another question here. Let's see. Cleaning a concrete flat tile roof with copper gutters. What's your experience with that? I was thinking about running a water hose into the gutters as I clean. You know, most of what we do here is asphalt shingles. And honestly, let me reread that. Okay, concrete flat tile, that's easy. Copper gutters scare me because I don't know how copper is going to react with whatever chemical you're using. So I would definitely look into, if you're using SH, how is that going to impact the copper gutters? I feel like there's going to be a chemical reaction, and I feel like it's not going to be good. So maybe talk to someone that manufactures copper gutters and see their recommended procedure for cleaning. And whatever chemical you're using, obviously, yeah, running water through is going to be a great idea, which is going to help mitigate issues on the ground. In-person quotes are good. In-person quotes are good. I will never do an in-person quote for a residential property. It's not worth my time. All right, just starting, Danny. Best results. End of March, bought a 6x12 trailer with nice starter kit. LOL. Hey, nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with the starter kit. You got to start somewhere, and like I say, you do not have to. You don't have to have the fanciest equipment. You don't have to have a fancy truck and a fancy wrap and all that. You can get out there and start making that money and build up to those things. Tarnished already, you're good. Yeah, the copper gutters, man. There are some things that just scare me. Yeah, SH, you're going to want to look into that. Just about to get started part-time, getting out of corporate America by the end of the year. Would love to know how to quote. I'm in Florida. You know, I just put out Edward. Good luck to you. That's a big step moving from corporate America into the service industry, but it's probably one that you will never regret. I assure you of that. Definitely, and I know I sound like a broken record, but I'm excited about this course. We've got a course, we're giving it, we're going to be selling it, and it's going to be awesome. And if you're just getting into the business, it's something you probably want to look into. So my recommendation is go over, find one of the links on one of my videos for a 5.5 gallon giveaway, sign up to win that, and you get on my email list so you can you'll be notified when that course drops. As far as pricing, I put out a video just a couple weeks ago on pricing. Watch that video if you're just starting out. If you're not just starting out and you're kind of just winging it, go watch that video. There's a lot of good information in there, and it breaks it down as easily and as clearly as I could do. So check that one out. Jeremy had his first paying job this weekend. Tell me about it. House wash, concrete. What'd you charge? How'd it go? Were you stressed? Above and beyond. John, how are you? 1.5 damaged Japanese maples. Japanese maples are not that hardy. Japanese maples are very expensive. Mature Japanese maples will put you out of business. But yes, True Seeker, 1.5 is fine. That's a streamed, I would assume. You're good to go. Treat, not post-treat, post-wet, rinse them all down, you'll be fine. Other than just word of mouth, which is great. Yeah, man, you got it. You know what's funny? The hat's what I'm concerned about. The hats. Message retracted. Good, I was confused on that one, man. Okay, yeah, no, you should be you should be good to go. Nice, 275 house wash, job went well, but yes, was a little stressed, of course. So, out of curiosity, how big a house? What was the square footage? What are you basing that 275 on? I love to get into the minds of folks that are quoting so I can understand where they're coming from. Okay, Edward, if you go to like the last video that I posted, actually go to the one that says win a 5.5 gallon per minute soft wash pump or something like that. There's a link in there and you just click on that, put your email in, and you're good to go. It gives you the option also to put, you know, to get other entries. Like if you put your email address in, you get one chance to win that pump. If you know, like our Facebook page or like our Instagram or other stuff they have on there, then when can I be like you? Scott, you are, man. I was just talking about you. I told everyone to go check out Scott Tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern with Michael Hinderleiter. Word of mouth and folks stopping by, keeping me busy. I like it. Are you trying to take this full time after you retired from the post office? Scott, I just passed Metter. I think I am in, I'm about to be over near Swainsboro. All right, I don't have a connection. I am in the backwoods of Georgia, right near where Scott Gerard from Scott Cleans It and Gerard Pro Wash lives. A lot of connection, so I'm going to hop off. I'm going to focus on the driving, and I hope you guys have a great evening. Check out Scott's channel, 8 p.m., and he will do an amazing interview as always. Until the next time. Well, who just jumped on? I got 14 on. There was a bunch more. I lose connectivity. All these fickle people just drop me like a bad habit. Scott, if you're still on, I will announce myself next time. I apologize in advance. I'm putting signs up everywhere. Brought my ladder. It's on the roof. Putting up on tall trees and post, you know, lights so you can't get them down. Yeah, that's good stuff. Which mini do you have? Where'd you get it? Jason Guyman, the man, the myth, the legend. What's going on, man? Hope you're doing well, staying busy. No, I don't go to conventions. Where is that one located? Oh, well, Leonard, you're all set, man. You must got that the big the post office retirement pension. Man, with a Southeast soft wash skid, you should be enjoying the beautiful. Yeah, man, it's beautiful here too. With a skid from those guys, you should be out there just crushing it. Atlanta, just a few hours away. When is that thing? I don't like to go away on the weekends, and I think those things are on weekends usually. So I typically like to just chill at the house with the family. If it was during the week, I'd pop up there, have a beer with you guys. Systems.